All right, welcome to the Portuguese lesson at Outsite. This is great. I usually teach lessons online. I've been teaching Portuguese and English for 10 years. So I'm very happy to get back into, actually being like near physical people, and like, because online it's cool, it's convenient, but well, you probably work online, you know the conveniences and inconveniences, right? So this is really great, and I'm also recording so that this can go out to, YouTube and maybe help other people. So I would recommend not saying like your last name or personal identifiable information. And so there is no program to these lessons because some days some people come in and the other days they're not. Michael was here. Michael and Arlene were here last time. Everyone else is here for the first time. And so here you can ask specifically what you need for your needs, right? Because your needs are unique and there's questions that you need to know that aren't in any book, right? But I'm here to give you the answers. And the great thing about a group lesson is everyone can hear the answers, and like even if you're not asking the question, you're still learning. So this is great. So we were asking each other's names. We always go over the names. Last week we went over the verb tomar, which is the verb to take. It's in English. It's there's the verb take when you take pills, take things through your mouth, and have. Sometimes you have breakfast, you have a shower. That's tomar in Portuguese. In fact, let's just start like that. Each of these sentences here, you're just gonna say it, even before I know your names. So I say, and then you repeat. Eu tomo pequeno almoço.
Eu tomo pequeno almoço.
Eu tomo os meus comprimidos.
Eu tomo os meus comprimidos. Can you make this a little bit bigger?
Yeah,
I barely
yeah,
see
please.
it.
Anything. Now that we can see, eu tomo café.
Eu tomo café.
Eu tomo chá.
The easiest. Eu tomo chá.
Not the easiest. You didn't say what I said. Eu tomo chá.
Oh, eu tomo chá.
Very good. CH, in English it can be ch, like cheese. Here it's always sh, right? My last name is Sancho. Not Spanish Sancho, Sancho, because CH is always sh, chá. Arlene, eu tomo duche.
Eu tomo duche.
Eu tomo banho.
Eu tomo banho.
Muito bem, muito bem. Nice.
Obrigado.
So we had tomar, we had actually, we were talking about our origins, our origens, where we are from, and also the pronunciation of Portugal, right? I put the poo here to prevent people from saying Portugal. It's not Portugal, it's Portugal, right? So let's just say it once, Portugal.
Portugal.
Right? Not paw. It has to be up. Portugal. Right? This already is an incredible hack. Like if you tell people Portugal, they're like, oh, the finances people. You were saying if you're struggling, they'll be like, this is one of the good ones. Great. And we were talking about the articles. Well, let's see. Actually, so because we may have people from new countries here, Michael and Arlene from the United States, they only have the one article, right? Como te chamas?
Filipe.
Chamo-me Filipe.
Chamo-me Filipe.
Very good. And de onde és?
I don't know how to answer, but France.
Very good. Let's start there. I asked, funky letters. De onde és? Right? Why did what does de mean?
From?
From.
From, right? Also, Well, like in French, right?
Yes.
De means of or from, right?
Yes.
In Italian as well. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo of Vinci, Leonardo from Vinci, same. In French, you would say, Je suis de France.
À peu près, oui.
Maybe?
Yes.
What did I say wrong?
Yes.
What did I say wrong?
Did
Did I say something wrong?
No, yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
I feel there's something wrong. Tell me. I want to learn.
Yeah. What did you say?
Je suis de France.
Non, je viens de France.
I come from France. You don't say I am from. Okay.
Pas trop.
That's interesting.
Sorry.
That's interesting. So here, if you say venho de, I come from, that means you came from somewhere. Where did you come from before you were here? Home. Very good. Venho de casa. I come from home. Let's you say that. Venho de casa.
Venho de casa.
Perfect. Right? Right? So where are you from? Or literally from where you are. Right? From. I'm gonna put it like this for clarity. From where you are. Muito bem. Filipe da França. Como te chamas?
My name? Luca.
Oh, right. So
Say it again?
that we always say chamar, right? I call myself.
Okay.
Chamo-me Luca.
Chama-me Luca.
De onde és?
Australia? Australia?
So, I didn't even put it here, right? So the question was from where you are.
Yes.
So you need to say I am from. How to say I in Portuguese? Eu. How to say I am? I don't know is a very useful thing to know how to say. Oh no, bookmarks toolbar. I need to bring it back. Need my trusty toolbar. Right? Because I don't know, you will need to say that often. Right? And that's important. Instead of like switching into English mode, which is like, I'm sorry, you know? Or if you're British, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch it, but could you have it? You know, this long excuse thing, you know? Americans are just like, sorry? Right?
Desculpa.
Desculpa, right? But if you just say desculpe, yeah, that's already like we want to stay here. Don't switch to English just yet, right? So learning to say I don't know is actually very useful.
No sé.
Oh yeah, very good. Let's actually stay in this song. This song I like by Heróis do Mar. Não sei.
Não sei.
Right? Very good. Usually English speakers have a difficulty with the nasal. It's not now say, right? It's now. You say now.
Now.
Very good, right? This is the secret. You gotta make this face. Now. Right? Bit like a cat.
I think this is where the Australian accent helps a bit. Because we're always like, now.
Interesting. What's an Australian English word that has an
No, it's just more.
Australia.
I think just the Australian accent. If you hear a very strong Australian accent, people are like, oh yeah, you go, mate. Everything's up there.
Right.
No, it's like an hour.
Yeah, so foreigners will often hear very strong Australian accents saying no. It kind of sounds like no.
Right. No, mate. No. That's true. It's the same face. This is the face. Okay. So now we have a name for it. Australian face. When you see the squiggly, it's no. Actually, now I see this song. I have to sing it. Maybe I can sing it as if I were in Australia. You know. Só gosto de ti. No. Porque não sei, mas estou bem assim. E tu também. There was another. This is kind of a nasal. Why? Por quê? Can you say por quê?
Por quê? Por quê?
Por quê?
Por quê?
Exactly. That's the face we want.
It's all about the faces.
Yeah.
It's all about it is. Right? All right. I can't backflip. That's not a very useful phrase. But no is. So let's put no here. The verb is to know. Saber. Can everyone say saber?
Saber.
When you know something, you can just say. Right? I don't know. Não sei. Very good. Great. So, Michael, como se diz I am em português?
Eu vivo.
I come. I am.
I am. Eu és.
That's second person. You are. When I'm asking you, tu és. But eu
Eu
sou. Everyone, eu sou. Eu sou da Austrália. Right. We were saying on the last lesson we were talking about when is an S a sh, and earlier today, right? Why is it, Adriana? Why is it Australia and not Australia?
Because it is the end of the syllable.
Because this S is at the end of a syllable. Australia. You're gonna hear a lot of sh's here in Portugal, because an S at the end of a syllable is sh. This is one syllable. It ends in an S. De onde és? Luca, can you say de onde és?
De onde és.
Perfect. Do you know? Sabes?
Não sei.
Good. But I want you to say sabes.
Sabes.
Perfect. End of this second syllable, right? That's why. Luca. Your name is Luca. That's so funny. Like the song. Does everyone know that song? No? My name is Luca.
Oh, yeah.
I live on the second floor.
Horrible song.
It's a horrible song, yeah. But great. I live upstairs from you.
Apparently.
Yes, I think you've seen me before. It's a very good
It's
song.
a very sad song.
Yeah, but it's great. Luca com C ou dois Cs? Luca com C ou dois Cs?
Or
1K.
1K?
Oh.
Tricky.
K.
Sim.
Luca com K.
Um capa.
Nice.
Fish.
Huh?
How do you say call it? Fish?
Fish.
Fish.
Cool.
Cool. Fish.
Very important why we need to know the alphabet, because you go to a finances person and you say they're just gonna write what they heard, right? Adriana is lucky. Her name would be the same in Portuguese, but I would write Luca, Luca,
The Italian versus the Balkan Luca.
right? And him, Philippe, I would write Philippe. But in French, there's no E, right? There you go. Ok, muito bem. Luca da Austrália. E tu, como te chamas? Asking for a name is how do you call yourself? Como te chamas?
Chamo-me Emma.
Muito bem. Emma com dois M's?
Sim.
Muito bem. Chamo-me Emma. Wow. No, I was going to say it's symmetrical, it's not. Ama? No. Emma, de onde és?
Eu sou de Países Baixos.
Muito bem. Muito bem. So, from the Netherlands, and the Netherlands, just like the United States, is a country whose name is in the plural, right? In English, nothing changes about this, right? Because you don't put articles with proper nouns. Let's jump right into that, because we need to talk about that. Does anyone know what an article is? What is an article, Emma?
It is a story that someone wrote in a magazine.
That's true. It's also these little words here, right? You have articles in Dutch, right? And several, not just
Too many.
one the. Too many,
Yeah.
right? And Bulgarian, now I remember, the article,
Is it the back?
right? It's not a separate word, it's at the end of the noun. So instead of the dog, it's like dog the,
Yeah.
but in Bulgarian, right? Here, we're weird about the articles because we put them usually in the same places as English, but we put even more, right? So this is, oh, I want this to be pageless. Pageless, let's go, right? So this is the same as, it's the same as French, right? Phone, is phone male in Italian, in French?
Yes. Si.
How is it in French?
Un.
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 Le.
Le.
Le
téléphone.
what?
Téléphone.
Le téléphone. Great, right? And company, is company female, like in Portuguese?
Sim.
Como se diz company em francês?
Une compagnie.
Mhm.
La compagnie.
La compagnie. Great, right? So, Luca, in English, things aren't gendered. Only men and women, right? Here, everything is. Table, mesa, female. Televisão, female. Light, female. Ceiling, male. Floor, male, right? Electricity, female. Eletricidade, right? So everything's got a gender. Let's read these. Michael, o telemóvel.
O telemóvel.
We don't call, for us, the telephone was the landline phone at home. No one has it anymore, so we're still calling it by the cell phone, right? O telemóvel. Arlene, the company, a empresa.
A empresa.
We do have the word companhia, but that is used more now in the sense of company of friends. Oh, you're in good company. Let me write that. Estou em boa companhia. Right? But a company, we're using this word. An enterprise. Right? Arlene, a empresa.
A empresa.
Muito bem. Philip, the glasses, they're male and they're plural. Os óculos.
Os óculos.
Right? The pants, they're female and they're plural. As calças, Luca.
As calças.
Do you understand why there's this word here?
I'm assuming that's. Is it because it's plural or not?
It's plural and it's female. Right? So that's what I was talking about here in the articles.
So as in a is denominating female and ash is if it's plural.
Exactly.
Okay.
See? In English, the.
Yeah.
The day, male. O dia. The afternoon, female. One. A tarde. Plural, same thing, but with an S. The days, male and plural. Os dias. The afternoons, female and plural. As tardes. Right? The pants, just like the afternoons, are female and plural. Hence, as calças. Right? This is a difficult thing sometimes to grasp for English speakers because for you it was just the. You never thought about this, right? But here, on the other hand, when you see it, you instantly know the gender of the thing, right? If I say o copo, is it male or female?
It's male.
It's male, right? And if I say the lamp, o candeeiro,
It's male.
it's male, right? So when people say to you or you read, you're always learning, this thing is male, this thing is female, right? The moon, a lua.
A lua.
The sun, o sol.
O sol.
Moon is female, sun is male. Who knows, right? A weird thing that we have here is we put articles before proper nouns, right? So nouns are people, things, or objects or concepts, right? Table, chair, painting, happiness, right? And proper nouns are names of things. In all our languages, well, no, Bulgarian is Cyrillic, right? But we put a big letter in the beginning, right? Michael is a proper noun. That's why it has a big M. It's not any Michael. There's just the one, right? We say the Michael, right? I am the Guilherme. O Guilherme, right? Countries.
What if there are two people of the same name? What if there are two Guilhermes in the room? Would you call both of them the?
Yeah. The same way we have like two chairs. Well, we would say plural. How? You tell me. How would you say the Guilhermes?
Os Guilhermes.
Very good. Os Guilhermes. Same thing as if you'd have the cups. Luca, como se diz the cups?
Cups mailandas. Os copos.
There you go. Os copos.
Copos.
That other S is also at the end. Exactly. Right? Right? And this is what I wanted to say. Countries, they're proper nouns. So the Bulgaria. Bulgaria. Oh, you'll say your countries. Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Australia, female. Australia.
Australia.
France, female. Like in French. Vive la France. Not le France.
Francia.
França.
França.
Let's put that here. França.
França.
Very good, right? The Netherlands and the United States are plural, right? Obviously. The United States. The Netherlands. Or as we call them, the Low Countries.
It's factual.
Os Países Baixos. Right? Kind of like in English, you have the highlands, the lowlands. But you really like to put everything in one word. We don't like. We like to keep things. We don't like to agglutinate. Don't like to outsite. No. In Portuguese, it would be outsite. Right? The countries, países, baixos, low. And why is it baixos, Emma? Why is there an S here in baixos?
Because it's plural.
Because it's plural. Well, in that case, como se diz the low country?
O país.
What? Just because you talk lower in the end doesn't mean I won't hear. In fact, I'll ask you to say again. What?
O país.
Baixo.
Baixo.
Right? O país baixo. I did this for the English speakers. So, in English, you have plurals of nouns. Chair, chairs. Country, countries. But you don't have plurals of adjectives. Red, big, low. Right? This is what I mean. The low country, but the plural is not the lows countries, right? Whoop. Oh no, my Polish keyboard, where is that? Here it is. Right?
It almost becomes like those lows countries.
Exactly.
It's on every word, isn't it?
Exactly, right? But
Super confusing, alright.
once you get used to it, it will be less confusing.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, English is the one that is confusing. Why only these specific words have a plural and nothing else changes? In Portuguese, you know that everything will change. Like you said, the low country, those lows countries.
At least it's all or none. So that makes it easy.
Right? And easier than Spanish sometimes, you just add an S to everything and you're probably good. Right? Right? And I was talking about this because, well, now how do I say I am from the United States, Michael? If I'm from Australia, is you say it. Eu sou da Austrália.
Eu sou da Austrália.
How would it be? I am from the United States.
Eu sou não, eu sou de dos não. I don't know. I get confused.
Guess?
Estados Unidos. I don't know.
You have to guess.
Eu sou Estados Unidos.
I am United States.
Não.
Eu
Eu sou
Estados Unidos. I am the United
Não,
States.
eu sou
Não.
de I don't know. Onde?
Anyone?
Não, das.
Dos.
Eu sou dos Estados Unidos.
Eu sou dos Estados Unidos. Why not das?
I'm back from California.
It's
I should have
masculine.
known that.
It's
That's my-
male.
That's my street name.
Yeah?
I live on that street. Now I know how to say it properly. It's cool.
Oh, watch out. Personally identifiable information. The
vive aos Estados
Avenida. The Avenida dos Estados
Forças
Unidos.
Armadas. Sorry.
The Avenida dos Estados Unidos.
Sim, sim.
Right.
Sim.
That's a very, very big street. Very good. And why is it dos, Luca? Why is it not eu sou de Estados Unidos? Why is the blue squiggly? Anyone?
It's male plural.
It's male and plural. Very good. Here, this is I am from the United States. This is, what does this mean then?
Oh.
I am.
I am of.
I am from United States. This is what, when I lived in Poland, this is what people said, because Polish has no article, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to United States. I was living in United States, right? They don't have articles, they didn't know to put the there. Oh, and this is what we're talking about today, that I have some videos about this. These are contractions. We'll just get into that. So, douche is from the, in one word. With that in mind, what would be a sentence with dash?
Países Baixos?
Sorry?
The Netherlands?
No, because
It's male.
they are male.
It's also
Okay.
dos.
Os Países Baixos. Let's
Which
put that here.
country is male plural? Female plural. I don't know.
Very good. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Como se diz I am from the Netherlands?
Eu sou dos Países Baixos.
Muito bem. Eu sou dos Países Baixos. The word eu, let's give some attention to the word eu, because it's confusing for many people. I'm hearing a lot of oi, oi, and yo. People tend to say like yo so. No, it's yo but backwards, right? It's eu,
Eu.
right? This sound tends to be especially for English speakers, but I'm not sure why. It's so in my Portuguese head, this is two sounds. There's the e, and you make this face, what I call triangle face. E. If you're near a cliff, this is what you would make. E. Can I hear an e? Right? And this, which is u. The same u in Portugal. Right? Not pew. Right? Not computer or tune. Just u. Together it becomes eu.
Eu.
right? Let's go one at a time. Emma. Eu.
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 Perfect, right? Once again, I am from the Netherlands.
Eu sou dos Países Baixos.
Very good, very good. This is tricky. This X sounds the same as this S. Dos Países Baixos.
I wish this
That's a
were a
tough
simpler country.
Nice. Philip, can you say dos Países Baixos?
How do you say it's difficult?
More importantly, how do you say? Arlene, how do you say?
Como se diz?
Como se diz? This, I think, is the most useful question. Because when you don't know something, ask me in Portuguese. Let's go down here.
Como se diz difficult?
Como se diz
Como se diz difficult?
em português?
Em português.
Diz-se difícil.
Diz-se difícil.
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 So it's hard. É difícil.
É difícil.
Everyone, it's hard. É difícil.
É difícil.
Bit slower. É difícil.
É difícil.
Not difícil. Difícil.
Difícil.
Very good. It is hard. I take that answer. I accept that's the correct answer. Any answer in Portuguese is the correct answer. But yes, now you were onto something. What is a country that is female and plural?
Yeah, good question.
The Philippines?
The Philippines. You don't have to talk under your breath.
No,
It's okay to make mistakes.
the Philippines.
Right. Exactly, the Philippines. I usually have a difficulty finding an example and I always say Philippines. What do I want? Money. When do I want it? Now. Very good. Well, you tell me. Michael, como se diz? I am from the Philippines.
I don't know how to say the Philippines. How did you say the Philippines?
Well-
Como se diz Philippines? in
You have to
Portuguese?
guess. You have to guess. Adivinha. It can't be that different. There's a Philip at the table.
The Filipinos?
Filipinas.
Filipinas.
How,
Como
what is no aducinha? What is it? I don't know how to say. What does it mean?
Adivinha? What does it mean? Very good
How do you
question.
say what does it mean?
O que quer dizer?
O que quer dizer?
The second most essential
Yes.
expression, right? Right? You wanted to say what means adivinha.
Yes.
O que quer dizer adivinha?
O que quer dizer adivinha?
Very good. You also say it, Adriana.
O que quer dizer adivinha?
Right? What means... finally a French person I can ask. It's the same in French. You say like, qu'est-ce que veut dire?
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
Right?
It's
So,
close.
how do you say, what does it mean in Dutch?
Wat betekent het?
What?
Wat betekent het?
Potato? What potatoes?
Pretty much. It's a
And
potato-based culture.
is there one verb for mean?
Betekenis.
Betekenis.
It's not really a verb, but it's a noun.
Oh, what's the meaning?
Yeah, the meaning. Yeah.
Okay. Bulgarian, I think it was one verb.
Označava, yeah.
Značava, right? So I'm saying this, Luca, because you have a verb in English. What does this mean? Right? You could also say, what does this signify? Right? In Spanish, they're usually like, ¿qué significa? We use this one, which is the same as French. In French, they say, qu'est-ce que veut dire? What does this want to say? And we say exactly the same. What? Well, repeat after me. Ook. It wants, quer, to say, dizer, and then the word you want, right? So it's funny. You can imagine the word is like being like, what do I want to say? Right? The word pizza is like, what do I want to say? I want to say pizza. Right? So this is very useful.
And then
Right.
the word goes at the end of, see, this is where this does my head in from English, because it's like, what does the word want to say? Chocolate.
Yeah. Again, it's a bit easier than English. Like,
If you don't speak English, maybe.
I mean, it's more simple than English.
Yeah.
That like in English, a statement is like, this is a mouse. The question is this a mouse?
Yeah.
Whereas our order stays the same.
Okay.
This is a mouse statement. This is a mouse
Yeah.
question. So that's what's happening here, right? What means agrafador? You can look at it like that, right? Muito bem. Adivinha quer dizer guess,
Okay.
Okay.
right?
Divine.
Sorry.
Divine.
Divine the meaning.
Yeah. Well, let's check. Let's check where adivinhar comes from. Probably from divinare, foretell, divino, divine. Exactly, right? We have divine in Portuguese, divino. Divine, right? And the fortune teller is o adivinho, the guesser, the diviner, right? O adivinho. Let's say fortune teller. Why not?
That's masculine.
It is masculine. So como se diz, Luca? The female fortune teller.
O adivinha?
Adivinha. Why a?
Because it's female.
Female article. Adivinha. Ui, adivinha. But funnily enough, usually this means the riddle. It could be female fortune teller for some reason, some other, because a friend of mine went to register at Finances, but he, as
It's a recurring theme.
he went to register his business, but the thing he does, like consulting, is not on the list, right? But he also reads cards, tarot, but that's on the list. So now he's officially a cartomante, card reader, right?
So he's a consultant in tarot reading?
No, I mean that's he has a comedy show where it's like a comedy tarot show, right? Which is something also he does, but
Welcome to Portugal.
I don't know. Yeah, this is something I hear from the people in tech. It's like there's all these new data scientists not on the list. Anything invented in the last 10 years not on the list. Teacher wasn't on the list. I am professional, formador profissional. Formação is education outside of school. Like being formed. So I'm a professional former. I'm a former. You're here. You're being formed. You don't even know, all right? I'm informing you that you're being formed. Professional formador. Why isn't teacher there? Not smoker. That is fumador, right? Formar, to form or to educate. Usually, like when you buy a course on your own, not mandatory schooling, right? Formação. So, for example, if you work at companies and sometimes the company pays you to go somewhere and learn a thing. What do you call that in English? Have you been sent somewhere to learn a thing?
Like a course.
A course? Yeah?
Continuing ed, yeah.
So that here will be formação. The
Course.
I'm gonna put course.
Course, yeah.
Look, right? Not the same as fumar, to smoke. Right? Fumação,
Can you say the two words comparatively?
form and smoke.
No. In Portuguese, please. Eu falo em português. Fumar and fumar.
Fumar.
Whoa.
It's close. Fumar.
So they sound very similar, but it's spelled differently, correct?
It's gonna teach you how to smoke.
Well, it's got a
F-O-R-M-A-R and F-U-M.
it's got an R. Fumar.
Fumar.
Fumar. No R there. No R. Muito bem. I am from the Philippines.
Das Filipinos.
Eu sou das Filipinas. Why would Filipinas be female, Adriana?
I don't know, it ends in A, but also this is not always the case.
Yeah. Well, first of all, male would be Filipinos, which are tasty little chocolate donuts. Right? It is also the Filipino people, of course, but Filipinas, they're here because they are the Philippine Islands. As ilhas Filipinas. Island, ilha. If it's a Philippine island, Luca, como se diz the Philippine island?
The Philippine island. The Philippine island. A Filipina ilha?
Good, but a ilha Filipina,
The way around.
right? Oh,
Island.
PH in it. I'm not gonna put PH. Great, which means the Philippine Islands, Emma. Como se diz the Philippine Islands?
Ilha Filipina.
Islands.
Islands. Oh, sorry. As Ilhas Filipinas.
Very good. Everything in the plural. As Ilhas Filipinas, right? And this relates to what we were saying before. Not only does everything have a plural, there's also a male and female. If it was something male that was Filipino, what's male and Filipino? Besides the donuts. Good. Songs are female. Airports, they have several airports. Adriana, como se diz the Filipino airport?
O aeropuerto filipino.
O aeroporto filipino. Filipino. Como se diz the Filipino airports?
Os aeroportos filipinos.
Very good. Os aeroportos filipinos. Why did I do this, Luca? To show you. There's a male and singular, there's a female and singular, and then there's the plurals. So there's usually 4 versions of everything. You're Australian. What about an Australian lady? Well, let me say, como se diz I am Australian?
Eu sou da Austrália?
That's I am from Australia.
Okay. I am Australian.
The adjective, right? Australian is an adjective like big or small.
Eu sou australiano.
Australiano. Eu sou australiano. There's that S at the end of a syllable. Okay? What if you were a lady? Arlene, what if he was a lady?
Australianos.
I want the sentence. I am Australian.
Eu sou australianos.
Eu sou australianos?
Australianos.
If you were a lady.
No.
Australianos.
You are only one. Usually people are merely individuals. That's for later when we will all become one. But for now,
Eu sou australiano.
eu sou australiana. Adriana, como se diz we are Australian?
Nós somos australianos.
Nós.
Nós somos australianos.
This is important because it's not nos, it's nós. Can everyone say nós?
Nós.
And we are. somos australianos. Australianos.
Australianos.
But what if, Emma, we were Australian ladies?
Nós somos australianas.
Australianas. Nós somos australianas. Right? In English, this is all Australian. Your adjectives, big, small, Australian, wide, don't change according to gender or according to number, singular or plural. We usually have 4. Australiano, Australiana, Australianos, Australianas. Let's do this for other things, since we're here. Right? Oh, actually, first let's finish this guy. Because this all came from the fact that Bulgaria and Australia are female countries. Os Países Baixos, os Estados Unidos, they're plural and they're male, right? Companies are proper nouns. They have a big letter. So for us, it's the Apple, the Google, the outsite, right? I'm gonna put that here. Outsite. Because it's it's as if there's an invisible word company here.
Oh.
A empresa outside,
Okay.
right? The moon, the sun, well, in English also, but they're names of places. The earth, a terra. The Jupiter, o Júpiter, right? The Milky Way, a Via Láctea. Sounds very, because Láctea. Milky, right? Right? So we put them with names, o Guilherme. We put them with countries. Let's read these. The England, the Russia. A Inglaterra.
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 Inglaterra. Put that line.
The Russia. A Rússia.
Russia.
Continents. The Asia. A Ásia.
Ásia.
A América.
América.
A Europa.
Europa.
In Australia, do they teach the continent you're on?
What do you mean? As in,
They don't, right? What continent, Arlene, is Australia in?
Australia.
Australia.
The continent of Australia?
Yes.
That's very interesting. Michael?
Australasia.
Australia is the country and the continent, is what we're talking
It is? Where is Indonesia? Is it in the continent of Australia?
Indonesia is not part of Australia. It's part of Asia. Australia is not
What
part of
about
Asia,
New
it's a
Zealand?
continent.
Wouldn't New Zealand?
Australia. Yeah.
Oceania.
I mean, technically they put it as like the Pacific Islands. Oceania is like not really taught as a continent.
That's why I'm asking. Everywhere that they don't speak English, they were taught the Olympic Games. There's 5 rings
Yeah.
because it's America, Asia, Europa, Africa, and Oceania, right? But I was very curious. They don't teach it in the States, and they don't teach in Australia that continent.
It's a strange one. I'm actually curious about that because Oceania has never been taught in Australia to be the continent. But then it's a good question. Where the hell does New Zealand sit?
Well, this
We
is
just
what.
assume they're Australians.
Yeah,
They're
it's like
separated.
New Zealand, Tasmania. It's Australia. Well, that's what we're taught. That's what we're taught here. That
See, in Australian schools, they teach you that Australia is one of the only country continents. But then, thinking about it, that makes no bloody sense.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's a continent.
I mean, it's not if you think about it, but it.
Because they're separate, right?
Yeah.
It's not one
Because we learned 7 continents. Australia was a continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, where does Asia start? Like most of these places it's taught in Europe that from the Philippines to New Zealand, that's Oceania.
See, nobody in Australia will consider anything north of Australia part of like that continent. New Zealand, yes, because and even probably borderline some of the islands that are very close by. But anything north is automatically considered part of Asia.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And even if you think about like World Cup qualifying in football, they all compete in the Asian qualifying, not in the Oceanic.
Yeah.
Oceanic is normally like
Yeah.
New Zealand, Samoa, blah blah blah. All
But
the
it's
islands
very
there.
funny. The UK, they also consider like the continent to be Europe.
Yeah.
Like we're not Europe. That's a thing they say. And we were talking about last time about Latin America.
Yeah.
How like this term Latin America is used. Instead of saying like North and South America, it's like here where the rich people who speak English live, down there everyone else. So it's normal that in Australia it's like Timor, Indonesia, whatever, that place, right? But I didn't know they thought that Australia is a continent. That's funny.
It's interesting. I mean, it makes more sense that Oceania is considered a continent, but we were never taught that. We were taught that that's more of a region, not a continent. It's like a collection of countries within a region. Like the Middle East is not a continent, right?
Yeah.
It's a collection of countries in a region.
I wonder where the tectonic plate is. What? Oh my God! The Indian plate is connected to the Australia plate? Crazy. Yeah, that doesn't explain anything. Wow. Very interesting. Yeah. So sometimes it's even the Middle East, you know, it wasn't always called the Middle East.
Yeah.
It used to be called the Near East. But then it's like, well, you got the Far East and you got India's, and this is like, it's the Middle East, you know? But if you go to a scholar, they're always Near East scholars, right? It's only recently that the word Middle East was invented. Very funny. Words have power. Regions, there we go, the Middle East.
I have a question. We say Inglaterra, Russia, but America.
Uh-huh.
The R pronunciation.
The pronunciation of the R.
What's the rule
yeah.
with the?
What's the rule? We'll talk about that right after.
Okay.
Let's just finish this thing. Regions. There we go. The Algarve. Just like in English. O Algarve.
Algarve.
The Middle East. There it is. O Médio Oriente. Right? And the West Bank is still called this. And it's not a country, it's a region. So it gets its article. A Cisjordânia. Yeah, I think because it used to be called Transjordan, and then it was translated from that. In the meantime, it became the West Bank. Names,
I've never even heard the West Bank.
right? You've never heard the West Bank?
No.
It's in the news.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
No, but I've never heard of it referred to as the West Bank. I mean, in Australia, it's not referred to that at all. As in, it's new for me too.
How do
Yeah.
they call it? Like the Palestinian part of Israel? Gaza and...
I mean, I really don't know. No, I can't think of it at the moment. But
It's usually in the news they call it West Bank.
Okay.
Yeah, when they don't call it occupied territory. Right. But I heard it used to be called Transjordan, not Jordan the country, and I think that's what it was translated, because African American in Portuguese is still Afro-Americano. And Arlene, you might remember, in the 70s, it was Afro-American, wasn't it?
Correct.
In the meantime, that became not good to say, and then it changed into African American. But when we translated it, it was Afro-American, so here it's still Afro-Americano. That's probably what happened here. I guess. I'm making this up, really.
sounds convincing.
Yeah. American states, or Australian states, I would assume, California.
California.
But Texas is male, of course. Texas.
Texas.
The Brazil. Brazil. And streets, right? So you just said you live in a Avenida dos Estados Unidos. Because avenue is female, right? Do you want to say your streets? Unless they're really small and people, well, they don't know. They can't see. This is good. Because you might want to ask someone, what is your address? So don't say the number. Just no, or what is your street? This is also good there for Philip because rua.
Okay.
Because there's an R at the beginning. Qual é a tua rua?
A Travessa Paulo Jorge.
A Travessa Paulo Jorge. Very good. The small streets in between the big streets, they are travessa. Literally from atravessar, to cross. Right? So all of these side streets here, the small ones, the alleyways, they are travessa. But only if they connect between two streets. If there's no way out, that's a beco. Alley. Right?
It doesn't. It's called that, but it doesn't connect.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay. That means at some point it must have, but not anymore, and the name stuck. Very good. Qual é a tua rua?
A minha rua é atravessa Água da Flor.
There we go. Travessa Água da Flor. Water of the flower.
Wow.
Lovely.
That's pretty.
A Avenida dos Estados Unidos. Qual é a tua rua?
Travessa dos pescadores.
Dos pescadores.
Dos pescadores.
Fishermen. Is it? It's not. Is it? How is it written? Is it pescadores? No, there can't be a travessa of the pecadores, of the sinners. Pecadores. Travessa.
Pescadores.
Yeah. Well, one way to find out. Travessa dos pescadores. Right? Fishermen.
Pescador.
Right? Fish, peixe. Fishing, pesca. Fishermen, pescadores. Arlene, female fisherman, fisherwomen.
Pescadoras.
Pescadoras. Luca, one singular fisherman.
Pescador?
Pescador.
Pescador.
One singular fisherwoman.
Pescadora.
Pescadora. Right? Australian fisherwoman.
Australiana pescador?
Pescadora
Way around.
australiana. Pescadora. Right? Bulgarian fisherman.
A pescadora bulgariana.
Bulgarian fisherman.
Ou a pescador Bulgarian.
Plural.
Ou pescadores bulgaros.
Búlgaros.
Búlgaros.
Pescadores
That's a lot.
búlgaros.
Búlgaros.
Right? Female Australian fisherwoman. Pescadora australiana. Right? There's 4 of the nouns, there's 4 of the adjectives, right? Okay. Well, let's keep going. Cities which have the names of things. Weird. Because cities which just have names, they don't have articles. Lisboa. Not a Lisboa. Right? What city are you from, Michael?
Now,
Where are you from? Onde és?
in California, Palm Springs.
Sou de Palm Springs.
So the Palm Springs.
Not o Palm Springs. Not even os Palm Springs. Just Palm Springs. Right? Paris. Not o Paris. Right? Brisbane. Not o Brisbane. Right? But cities which have the name of things, they do. Because in our head, it's like, well, Porto has an article, and this is the port, so I have to put the port. That's why o Porto, right? Near Lisbon, there's a town called The Wall. Wall is a common thing. So a parede. Arlene, wall, is it male or female?
It's female.
It's female. A parede, right? And the January River. O Rio de Janeiro. Right? Because Rio is a common word, we need to put the when we say the river, so we need to say o Rio de Janeiro. And another word that starts with R. O Rio de Janeiro. the river of January. And the other weird one, we put it before possessive pronouns. So, possessive pronouns, pronouns that indicate possession. Mine, yours, his. And here the logic, I think, is... Arlene, como se diz the car?
O carro.
O carro. Luca, carro é masculino ou feminino?
Masculino.
Masculino. Emma, como se diz the cars?
Os carros.
Os carros. Who's gonna drive you home tonight? What is that song called? Como se chama esta música? What is that song called? What is it, how does that song call itself?
Isn't
Como
it
se
just
chama? Drive. Right? Wait, so who sings the Here in My Car? Human League.
Gary
That's
Newman.
Gary Newman, right? Here in my car. Gary Newman. Nice. This isn't Gary Newman. Who's this dude?
That's Rick Ocasek.
Rick
Cars.
Ocasek. Exactly. They always say Rick Ocasek from the Cars. They never say his name. Oh yeah, Rick Ocasek from the Cars. It's like the other guy from Wham. What is the other guy from Wham's name?
No one.
I like, but you know what's cool?
Andrew
Ridgely.
Ridgely.
Yeah.
You know what's great though? If you go to Wikipedia and you search the other guy from Wham, it goes to his page. You know, George Michael and the other guy from Wham. But he's still alive. There we go. He is best known for his work in the musical duo. I mean, best known. It's his name. Very good. So, I think we have here the article because, well, we have an article in the car. So, we just added my, but left the.
The mic.
The my car, right? So, o meu carro.
O
meu
meu
carro.
carro.
And just like everything else, if it's plural, everything is plural. Those mais cars. Os meus carros.
Os meus carros.
Right? If it's female, it has a female my sock, a minha meia.
A minha
minha
Yeah.
And if it's plural, everything's plural and female. Those mais socks. As minhas meias. Right? So this one's hard to remember, but you'll see. And you have to do it, or else you'll sound Spanish or Brazilian. Brazilians don't say it, right? Very good.
They don't say the article.
They don't say the article when they say a possessive pronoun.
Okay.
They would just be like, meu carro,
Yeah.
my car.
There's more of them. So maybe
There's more.
just switch.
Well, there's more South Africans than Dutch. Let's stop speaking Dutch. You should start speaking Afrikaans.
No, we can understand each other. So, you know.
No, I'm saying, but
I know, but
the language of the Netherlands should be
then I have to learn
Afrikaans.
another one. I'm just trying to think.
And the language of Australia should be Oceanus.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Well, we could talk about the R, or we could talk about something else. What is no, actually we should go into
Yeah.
we should go into that. What is a thing that you need to say now in Lisbon that is useful for you? Arlene,
Restaurant.
restaurant. Right?
It's the art thing.
But you it's the R thing. Very good.
Restaurant.
Restaurante.
Restaurant.
Restaurante.
Restaurant. I didn't mean something that you needed with R, but yes, we can do
I tied
that.
it together for you.
Yes. So we're gonna do that. The R. Does anyone know when it is? And first of all, English speakers, how is your rolled R? Can you roll it?
Yeah. What, at the back of the throat or the front?
Front. R. Nice. Is that normal for Australia?
Serbian background, so it's all rolled R's.
Serbian back. Were you hearing Serbian when you were young around family?
Yeah. That's
right? That's very interesting. Nice. The Dutch, you have rolled R's.
We have all the horrible sounds. Yeah.
You have all the yes, you have the g. You have the g. Our R is their G, Groinigen, right? Ah, my French friends, rolled R.
A bit difficult.
It is hard for the French, but I know Portuguese people who can't roll their R's. They do a French R.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
I used to think that everyone could learn. Turns out no. Some people just have a speech impediment. They can't do that sound, right? So some Portuguese people are like, oh yeah, Rio de Janeiro, right? Cow. They learn to do the French R because they are not able to roll, right? So if you can't do it, it's not the end of the world. Plus, accents are cool, and it's really about the melody, right? If you say the right sound but the wrong melody, people might not understand you. So if I would be like, Australia, I'm from Australia, right? Right sounds, wrong melody. But if I have the wrong sounds and the right melody, if I were French, I am from Australia. You're like, I know what he means, right? So right melody. A lot of the Germans that live here, they can't roll their R's. A lot of the Americans can't roll their R's, right? But if you have the right melody, it's fine. But if you can roll, that's great for you.
We have a joke in Australia where people say you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Emphasis, nice. Let's put that in Portuguese, actually. Let's put that sentence. Put, por, the emphasis, o ênfase, ênfase na sílaba errada. Nice. There it is, another hint. Yeah. When is the R a Dutch? Does anyone know?
When the word starts with an R,
Yeah.
or with two R.
Or double R. Exactly. That's it. Every other time, it is a normal R. But not exactly a maybe Eastern European or Balkan, where there's a bit more R. How would you say your name? Like if you're walking around in Bulgaria,
Adriana.
right? There's similar to the Polish one. There's like a bit more roll, right? Do you have any family members that have an R in their name?
My sentence, dobrota.
Dobrota, right? So I'm hearing 2 or 3 rolls. Here it's 1, so you barely hear it. Adriana, right? Right, direita. Building, prédio, right? So 1 roll, right? But if you do more than 1, that's fine. Again, accents are cool. Prédio.
Sounds Italian then.
Bulgaria, Serbia, right? Americano. All right. So rolled R most of the times. The greater part of the times. A maior parte das vezes.
A maior parte das vezes.
Vezes. That's a tricky word. Vezes. Some words with the rolled R. The beard. A barba. You can say, I have a beard. Tenho uma barba.
Tenho uma barba.
Very good. The barbarian woman. A bárbara.
Bárbara.
How would be the barbarian man?
E bárbaro.
O bárbaro.
Oh,
Male article.
sim.
Como, Michael, como se diz the barbarians? Not the barbarian women.
Os barbarians.
Os bárbaros.
Os bárbaros.
Just add an S, right? Philip, the barbarian women?
As bárbaras.
As bárbaras. That's why there's an accent here. Without the accent, it would be what you said, barbaras. As bárbaras.
As bárbaros.
Right? The stress where the accent is. Like French, right? In the sense that in French, if you don't have an accent, you usually put it at the end. If you do have an accent, the stress is on that.
We have a lot of exceptions in French.
What's a French word that has an accent?
Many. Just like I'm going to somewhere. But a lot of words can have accent, but without difference.
That's true. They have several ones. Our words tend to have just one to tell you that that's the syllable that's stressed, not the other ones, right? You see this, you know it's not Barbara or Barbara. It's Barbara, right? Yeah, not so important. The gold, o ouro. O computador. A carta. A tartaruga. As tartarugas ninja. Very good. And here we have two words which are not these.
Yeah, exactly. The
What?
same thing.
Why are they not
ninja, not
ninjas?
plural?
Sorry?
Why are they not ninjas?
Yes, good question.
What do you mean?
Ninjas.
Well, you tell me, Michael, why are they the samurai, not the samurais? Sometimes it's just because.
Because it's a Japanese word.
Yeah.
It's a power word.
Yeah, but in English, the ninjas, but the samurai, who knows? I don't know why. As tartarugas ninjas. Because they are ninja turtles. Tartarugas because ninja is a noun, it's not an adjective, right? Like Australian fisherman, Australian is an adjective, that has a plural, but this is not, ninja-y turtles. They are ninja turtles. What would be another example?
Like if you want to say a brand of cars, these cars of, I don't know, not
Toyota.
It's a bit like a brand.
Toyotas, yeah. Would you say os carros Toyota? Or
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Exactly. And something that I was confused in when I was watching cartoons in English when I was young, the Jetsons, the Flintstones, we don't do that. It's like, here's the Sancho, right? The Sancho family. I am Sancho, my father's Sancho, we're Sancho, we're not Sanchos. But in English you do it. Fred, Flintstone, they're all Flintstone, but together they are the Flintstones. We don't pluralize family names, I guess.
So is it like the turtles of the ninja lifestyle? Is that what it is?
Ninja brand.
Yeah.
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 That is a great question.
Living a ninja lifestyle as turtles.
Yeah, it's as if ninja is like their brand, yeah. It's like a proper noun. What kind of turtle is this? What a great question. Tartarugas Ninja. They're both nouns. Wow. Turtles of the brand Ninja. So good. So good. Very good. Carros Toyota. Toyota cars. All right. Expensive is not the same as car. One R. Caro.
Caro.
And spider, one R. Aranha. Right?
How do you say expensive cars?
We're almost there. I'm leading into that. The car, o carro. Scratches, arranha. Right? The car is expensive. Exactly like the rule says.
Okay.
O carro é caro.
Carro é caro.
Well, I don't know if you said it right.
Yeah.
Can you say?
O carro é caro.
Very good, right? It's like night and day. They're two different words. The spider scratches. A aranha arranha. Right? Very good. Other words, a garrafa. O barril. O narrador. Irritante. Very good. or when the R is at the beginning of a word. The king, o rei. The queen, a rainha. They are in the kingdom, o reino. Right? The United Kingdom, backwards, right? The kingdom united, o reino unido. Right? Do not say reino, because this is snot. Snot from the nose. Green fluid. The kingdom, reino. Snot, reino. We don't want that.
I made this mistake with pau and pau at the bakery and learned very quickly.
Classic mistake.
What's the difference?
One is ordering bread, the other one's ordering something else.
He wants to know what the other thing is.
Anatomy.
It's basically a slang way to order dick, yeah.
Yes, because pau is stick, but usually penis. The street, rua. The mouse, not the rat, o rato. Because the rat is a ratazana. The roundabout, a rotunda. The boy, you would think boy would be an easier word since it's so common. O rapaz. Right? The girl, a rapariga. Very good, yes. This R is not double and it's not at the beginning of the word. So, rapariga. Very good. This is boy any age from 10 to 30, really. I'm a bit sad. I can't really call myself a boy
Is there
anymore.
another word for girl? What is the Brazilian word for girl? Because rapariga in Brazilian is like offensive, right?
I can't keep track. I think there is moço and moça, which here they also use it in the south. There is garoto and garota, but I don't know which one. Some of these in Brazil mean prostitute, but I can never keep track of which. So I'm not gonna say, right? But here they're totally fine, right? Young boy, young girl, o menino. A menina. And here's a tongue twister or a tongue stopper. O trava-línguas. Let's do it. O rato. Roeu a rolha da garrafa do rei da Rússia. O rato roeu a rolha da garrafa do rei da Rússia. I just wanted to hear what that would sound like. Classic tongue twister. Nice. And here, well, I will send you this PDF if you want it. It's great. All of you can do the sound easily, but it's still hard when there's a ch and a r close together, right? For example, laugh is the hardest one. People tend to say either chich or rir, which is correct. In the south, my grandmother would have said when she was alive, they don't say ch, they roll everything. Not here in north. So this is chir, right? If it's not coming out, you know you have to speak slower, right? If chich or rir is coming out, you have to slow down. Chir. Review. Geweer. Rapariga. Correr. O Ricardo. O Rodrigo. Repetir. Raro. Restaurante. Ah, I'm hearing some English. Here it's just ow. Restaurante. A regra. Morrer. rural.
Rural.
A respiração.
A respiração.
Rimar.
Rimar.
Nice. Very good.
So you're saying that in some parts of Portugal they'll actually pronounce the R without, just as a like rir.
Yeah. Yes, in the south, it's funny. Like, I mean, they might do it, and sometimes they don't. And I was like, oh, so how do they distinguish between one and the other? Well, where there would be a guttural one, a ch, there is more of a Bulgarian or Serbian rir.
Yeah.
You know, rapariga,
Respiração.
respiração,
Respiração.
right? And sometimes in singing, it also sounds better. If you need like. Sometimes the r is just better instead of being like your breath, you know, a tua respiração. Yeah. Let's roll it. A tua respiração. Oh, tell me more, right?
Right.
Touching the hair, show interest. All right, and
I'm sure that's easier for you as well.
The r, but that's
Yeah.
it's very difficult.
it's easier for her. It's easier for her,
Yeah.
right?
I struggle more with the back of the throat than the rolled R, which I find like to say a lot of the things feels very easy, but as soon as I've got to concentrate on that, it's like the stumbling
Well,
block.
very good. Yeah, and that's why I was saying about the slowing down. That if you're able to do it slow in the present, you will be able to do it fast in the future. But not if you practice fast, right? Your mouth is adapted to speak in the language you use the most, right? Or else we wouldn't be able to speak. We wouldn't be able to communicate if we have to think about all our mouth movements, right? Adriana, you've been living in London. You're probably thinking and speaking a lot in English mode, not Bulgarian.
Yeah, I'm dreaming in English even.
Very good, right? Like, the more we use something, the more we're in that mode. And it's not only the brain structures, it's like the movements of the mouth, right? So when you try to say these things fast, your brain is like, well, I'm in English mode, right? So revere, right? Respiraso, right? If it's not coming out, you listen to yourself. You can even record yourself. And it's like, if it's not coming out, that means you have to speak slower, right? It's just like relearning anything. Like, you've learned one way, and the only way to learn the other one is to unlearn this one, and that's just by doing the other one real slow. I'm relearning to swim, right? I started going to swimming lessons, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's like we gotta test your level to see what level. And I'm like, I can swim, and I'm like, that posture, you're level 1. I'm level 1. I can't swim. I can't go to the swimming pool to have unintended free hour of swimming because, you know, on paper I might drown, right? So I've been swimming wrong because I taught myself to swim, right? And now I have to relearn. So I just follow what the teacher says. He says, like, the breaststroke, I'm doing this automatically. He's like, no, right? So you just slow down and concentrate. You said the word concentrate. You concentrate on the thingy you want to change, right? And eventually you won't need to concentrate anymore, right? But until that time comes, you do have to.
Because you're saying that the pronunciation is slightly different in the south. Is one considered to be proper and the other one more maybe like, not slang, but like, for example, if I was learning English in the Algarve, right? Would they teach me this way or would they teach me the south way?
People should teach you whatever language they speak.
But it is an official pronunciation for that region, or is it kind of...
The countries, there's no official, like, we don't even have, we have one dialect. It's in a variation of Portuguese up in the north. Everything else, it's like Texan or Californian. Are they languages? No, right? There's nothing official about it.
But then, for example, all right, let's say, for example, I'm outside of Portugal and I was learning on some sort of program. Which pronunciation would be taught more frequently, like the or the
Again, the teacher should teach you in their, whatever their accent is, Porto, so that it's consistent.
Yes.
Right? that's why my family's from the south, but I grew up here, so I have this central accent. Which one is the right one? Well, that's a classic question. What's the proper Australian accent?
It's not accent, but I don't think we have such strong pronunciation differences as that. For example, like if I jumped on, because I know Portuguese is not on Duolingo, for example. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm curious if it was. Would I be getting taught like rir or would I be getting taught rir? Because they sound very different to an English speaker.
Yeah, I think, you would be taught. So my theory is wherever, except for the United States, wherever the government is, wherever the news are coming from, that tends to be the standard of the language,
so
right?
Probably be what is then spoken.
Yeah, right. In the UK, actually, I've been told the BBC, they invented their English. No one talks like the BBC. They invented that accent because that would be the accent that everyone would understand all across the United Kingdom, right? When I was in Poland, Warsaw accent was standard. Why? Because it's the one on TV. And I would say it's the government, but no. It's where the movies are made, right? What we associate as an American accent is the California accent. It's not the Washington, D.C. accent, and it's not the New York.
It's probably like the cultural center of the country then.
Exactly. It's the movies.
Yeah.
When we see American, we're hearing Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. We're hearing California, right? So that shows it's not the government. It's where the culture, where the media is made. That's the thing. But if you ask a Portuguese person here, they'll be like, well, this is standard accent. If you go to Porto, that's going to offend them. They're going to be like, well, no, this is Portuguese, right?
How do they speak in the television? Because, like, for example, in Bulgaria, you're not allowed to be on TV if you don't speak the Sofia accent. Like, you have to go and learn to speak in the Sofia accent.
Wow.
If you speak in, like, any other accent, they would not hire you. So this is, like, the very common argument, like, because when people who are not from Sofia say, but this is also correct. And always the argument is like, but what do you hear on TV? Because, on TV, you have to speak in the Sofia accent.
Exactly. It's, wow. You have to, or in practice you have to?
Well, they wouldn't hire you. You have to go and relearn. If you want to be like a TV presenter or something like that, you have to go to school, accent school, to start speaking.
Accent school.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's so funny that sounds very post-communist. Yeah. It's like, because usually that part wouldn't be said out loud. You know, it's like you want to work for the BBC, you want to do the news in Sydney. You know, don't talk like whatever, right? And it's like, yeah, you want to do some nationwide news in the United States, you can't have a Texas accent unless that's part of your brand.
I think they would do the same thing in Australia, probably just wouldn't call it, like, they wouldn't say you need to speak in the Sydney accent.
Well, they wouldn't say it out loud.
You can't speak like that.
They wouldn't say it out loud. There would just be gatekeeping, and it's like, you're not going in. But it's funny how in Eastern Europe, there is a like, no, you have to do this. Yeah. You have to do this, you know. The West is like, of course, this is the land of opportunity. Anyone can come in except you. But I'm not going to tell you, right? That's so funny. Accent school. Hey, another business.
Yeah.
More jobs. Can you imagine accent school in the United States? Well, I'm sure there is.
How you doing?
Well, I think there is
I'm moving to Boston.
There must be, because, like, for example, when you're an actor and you want to work in America, you have to learn the American accent. So they go to accent school to learn.
Well, even American actors have to be able to speak other or have accents for the different roles.
Now, right? Because Bruce Lee, he didn't master the American accent, right? On his shows, his accent was very affected. But nowadays, you wouldn't have a Sydney Sweeney with. Look, Trump's wife, right? It's like she gets away with it because she's not an actor. If you're a model, you know. That's true. Accent school. Anyway, whoa,
Yay.
that's the end of our lesson. I hope you learned a lot. And yeah, you see, it started from like small little thingies, but I believe we don't have to master everything, but it's with those little details that we start building things. And I'm asking you the questions because back in school, people would just tell you information, but we don't retain things that are being told to us. We don't care, right? But when you ask a question, you will probably remember the answers, right? And sometimes I might repeat something several times. That's just to help with you like retaining it, right? So in these lessons, when you come, like you bring the questions, right? The question will be relevant for you. You will remember it because you want to know. And what's most personal is most universal. So if you have a question, chances are it's helpful to everyone else, right? So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
I'll see you next time.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.